Alright Emily, the first exercise we're going to perform is the sumo squat. So we're going to place our feet just a little bit wider than shoulder apart with the toes pointed outwards. We're going to hold the weight with both hands just hanging down between our legs. And we're going to squat down with pointing our knees over our toes, keeping the weight on the heels of the midfoot, lowering that weight down. We don't need to touch the ground, just until our knees at a right angle with our ankles. Coming all the way back up and slowly lowering down. Alright, the next exercise is a push-up. Standard push-up. So the exercise can be performed on our knees or on our toes. Hands underneath the shoulders. You're going to lower down the chest and the body all in one line and push straight back up again. Breathing in on the way down and out on the way up. Alright, the next two exercises. The first one is a step up on the bench. So we've got the bench set up here. We're going to put our right leg up onto the bench. As we step up, we're going to raise the knee up and then step back down and feet together. Changing the legs, stepping up, pushing back up onto the ground with that back foot, knee up to the chest, stepping back down, feet together. The next exercise, we have a weighted swing. So again, our legs nice and wide, a little bit further than shoulder width apart, toes facing outwards. We're going to pick up the 5 kilo weight, holding it in the same position as a sumo squat. This exercise is just going to work your legs. Yes? So our legs are doing all the work, our arms are just lifting the weight up. So we're going to squat down, squeeze our glutes on the way up and push up. Our legs up and raise the arms up, just about eye level and lower back down between the legs. So the legs are doing all the work, pushing that weight up, our arms are just lifting the weight up. Okay with those? Yep. Okay, Emily, the next part of the circuit, the next two exercises are a weighted crunch is the first one. So we're going to have sit down on the mat. Alright, so our legs are going to be bent up. We're going to pick the weight up in our hands. Holding it in both hands, we're going to have a lie down onto our back. Alright, so we don't want to have those legs too close because we don't want to engage the hip flexors. So we want to use our abdominals only. We're going to stretch that weight up above our head, in line with our shoulders, holding onto it nice and tight. You want to keep focus through the eye on the centre circle of the weight. Right, we're going to engage our core and just lift the shoulder blades up off the ground, but keep that weight going straight up to the ceiling. We don't want to use the weight as a momentum. So we're going to lift the shoulder blades up, draw in the abs, and then lower back down. So as you can see, the weight's not moving forward and back to get me up. Weight stays perfectly still, the abs just lift up and lower back down. Okay? Awesome. The next exercise that we have is a burpee, everyone's favourite. So a burpee involves putting the hands down on the ground. Now there's two ways you can do it. You can either step the legs out behind you into a push-up position, step back in, and then jump up in the air nice and high. The second way you can do it is the hands are down, you jump both legs out, jump both legs in, and jump up. So the stepping out's just a little bit easier, doesn't put as much pressure onto that lower back. The fitter you are, the easier it is to do it with the jump. Last two exercises, Emily. So we're going to have a lie down on the mat. This is another core exercise. So this one is called a leg raise. So instead of our knees bent, our legs are going to be straight out in front of us. Hands going to go underneath our hips. Alright, so we're going to lift those legs up. Before we start, we're going to engage the core, belly button through to the spine. Nice and slow, we're going to raise those legs up. Just shy of 90 degrees. We don't want that core to switch off, we want to leave the core engaged. Lower the legs back down, so they're just about an inch off the floor, and lift it straight back up again. Make sure that core is engaged the whole time. Fantastic. Alright Emily, this is our last exercise now. So we've got the split legs. Alright, so we're going to go down into a push-up position or a plank position on our hands. Alright, so our hands are underneath our shoulders. Belly button is drawn up to the spine, nice straight back. keeping hips and shoulders facing the ground. So all you're going to do is jump those legs apart and jump the legs back together again. Nice and fast, just in and out, over and over. Make sure that core stays engaged the whole time, and you squeeze your glutes as well. All right? Okay. All right, Emily, so you're going to do 45 seconds of each exercise. Okay, so as we said before, 2 exercises make up 1 station. So 45 seconds of each exercise. After that, then you're going to do 20 seconds of mountain climbs. So again, you're down into the push-up or plank position, hands underneath the elbows, and you're just running almost like doing high knees, bringing those knees up to the chest, changing feet each time. So you have 20 seconds of those in between each exercise. Okay, Emily, so I'm going to get you to perform this exercise for me. We're going to do the weighted crunch. So I'll get you to have a lie down on the mat. Alright, so bend those knees up to 90 degrees, just take them out a little bit so we don't engage those hip flexors. And I'm going to lift the 5 kilo weight up into your hands. Just let me know how that feels on the shoulder. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so before we start, we're going to engage the core and we're going to complete 45 seconds of this exercise. Alright, remember to keep your breathing nice, slow and controlled. Breathing in on the way up and exhaling on the way down. Alright, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Lifting straight up to my hand, make sure you're looking through the centre of that hole. That's it, good job. Make sure you keep breathing. Good. Engage that core, pull the belly button through to the spine as you sit up, and relax. Up. Fantastic work. You've got 25 seconds to go. Breathing nice and steady. Don't use the momentum of the weight, keep the weight nice and still. That's it. Good job. 15 seconds to go. You're nearly there. You can do it. Good job. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Fantastic effort. How did that feel? Tough? Bit tough? But you made it. Fantastic work. Okay, Emily, the next strength exercise I've got for you to do is the lunge. Alright? Now, the lunge involves stepping forward. You're going to lower that back knee down to the floor, just till it's about an inch away from the floor. Make sure that you're driving the weight through the back heel to avoid the pressure on the front knee. And you're going to keep that right leg at a 90-degree angle. Drive back through the back toe as you push up, and then lower back down again. We want to avoid as much pressure on that front knee as possible. We're going to keep the core nice and strong to ensure that our hips remain stable as we go down and up. Alright, now this exercise primarily involves the quads, but it will also engage your glutes and your hamstrings, and a little bit of calf as well. Alright, so I'm going to get you to do 10 of these exercises. You need to keep your back nice and straight as you lower down. So core on, belly button through the spine. Alright, so we're going to step forward with the right leg. We're going to do 10 reps. Lower down, nice, slow and controlled, and step back. Step forward with the left. Lower down, and step back. Make sure you keep those hips nice and stable. Belly button into the spine. Drive through that back heel. Keep the weight off that front knee. Good job. You've got 5 more to go. And 4. Good work. Keep that core on as you go down. 3. And 2. Last one now. And 1. Fantastic work. Okay, Emily. So we've come to the end of our session today. So just to finish off, we're going to do a few stretches, just to stretch out the muscles that we've used today, which will help also with the onset of muscle soreness. Alright, so our first stretch we're going to do is a pec stretch. So we're going to come up against the wall, placing our arm at a 90-degree angle. And we're just going to gently turn our body away from our arm, just to get a nice stretch across the front of the chest and down the front of the shoulder. So we're going to hold the stretch for at least 20 seconds. And keep our breathing nice and slow and controlled. Stretching is always also a good time to help bring our heart rate back down towards the resting starting point. So make sure you keep that breathing going. Alright, we're going to change arms, facing the other way. Good job. Gently turn that chest all the way around. Pushing that shoulder just gently. Can you feel that stretch?
Yep.
Fantastic. If you're not feeling it quite enough, you can just turn a little bit further away and just pop that arm up just a little bit higher. That's it. You've got 5 more seconds. Keep that breathing nice and controlled. Good job, and relax. Finally, our final stretch for today is going to be the quad stretch. Alright, so we're going to stand onto one foot, lifting our other foot up to the back. Now if you need to hold on just to get your balance, you can just grab onto the wall, pulling that leg all the way up to your bottom. Grab on with both hands if you can. I find that helps with stability. Alright, just hold it there. Make sure your knees are together. And then you gently just pull that leg a little bit further back. Can you feel that stretch down the front of your leg? Awesome. Just hold on if you're going to lose your balance. Holding it there for 20 seconds. Keep the breathing nice and slow and controlled. Great job. Relax that leg. And changing legs, lifting up the other side. That's it. Holding on. Always focus on something also helps you with your balance, so you don't wobble. Holding it there for a few more seconds. Keep those knees together. That's it. Gently pull the knee back. And relax. Good job. So that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
And I hope that you enjoyed today's session.
I did.
You didn't find it too hard?
It was tough enough.
Okay. Fantastic.
Thank
Alright, and
you.
look forward to seeing you next time.
You too.
The final component of the practical simulation is specific populations. So I'm firstly going to address a client with high blood pressure. It is really important to modify exercises to ensure that the client does not lift a weight above his head or her head or bend over during the exercises. For example, with the split legs that are used in the 8-station circuit, you would get the client to perform this against a wall, similar to the wall push-up. Exercises should be performed at a low intensity, keeping the heart rate down, and to ensure that the blood pressure doesn't increase as the body's demand for oxygenated blood increases. Make sure you give the client longer rest periods between the exercises, again to stop the heart rate from getting too high. Also ensure the client drinks plenty of water throughout the session to keep them hydrated and to regulate the body temperature. Next, I will address the client with lower back pain. It is very important that none of the exercises you prescribe place any pressure on the lower back, cause the back to go into hyperextension, and most importantly, don't cause the client any pain. You would modify the exercises to ensure that the client's back is always supported during exercise. For example, when performing a bicep curl, you ensure that the client is seated with their back supported by a bench as they perform the exercise, lifting the weight up and down. You would get the client to do exercises to strengthen their core, which will reduce the load on their lower back during exercise and day-to-day activities. The third one is dealing with a client with an injury. I have already addressed this component in the session today with Emily, as she had a shoulder injury. I modified the exercises to ensure that Emily did not perform exercises that put her arms above her head, which is where the dislocations mostly occurred.